Quite the conversations you guys end up having. Greetings and welcome to the Table in the Tavern. I am your host, Leon Jenkins, aka Patrick. And tonight we're going to be playing some D&D. Because we're playing D&D, I brought along some friends. We're going to go around the virtual table and introduce everyone now. Start with you there, Gracie. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself and about the character you're playing tonight?
Yeah, so my name is Gracie, and it's getting closer and closer to almost 2 years that I've been playing with Pat, so that's pretty exciting. And tonight I will be playing my human fighter paladin, Guinevere, and I really don't know what's in store. These kids always got me on my toes, so we'll see how tonight goes.
Cody says, hi, I'm Cody. I'm retired and I've been in tabletop RPGs for about 12 years now. I've been gaming with Leon for roughly a year and a half. Tonight, I'll be playing Rogar, a dwarf artificer and student of the gnome artificer Pennypocker Smith. I like that little addition that you added to your character. Perhaps it'll continue to grow. Next up, we have Ryan. Ryan, why don't you tell us a little about yourself and a little about the character you've been playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Spencer. I go by Spencer and only Spencer. I am I am a small human artificer. I'm always causing some drama. In real life, Spencer is also an engineer. So he's just a little bit of myself wrapped into D&D.
Allegedly.
The button's finally ready.
Continuing on, we have Andrew. Andrew, why don't you go and tell us a little about yourself, a little about the character you're playing tonight. And by the way, I made the icon a squirrel because of Squirrely Dan. I hope
Squirrely Dan be Squirrely Dandlin. All right, guys. I'm Andrew, a.k.a. Scrappy Doo, a.k.a. because we just mentioned the other name, Squirrely Andy. And I will be playing Chase Pumpernickel Heimendinger today, a very precise fighter, and fancying himself a marksman of great precision as well. And hopefully he doesn't get canceled today.
Canceled. Hey, you guys have been adventuring for a while. I was just looking at your party. You guys are level 8. Dang. You guys are still low level. Ha ha. Anyway. All right. So, in order for us to move forward, I find it best to take a glimpse or go ahead and take a step back. We had some interesting things happen in our last session. Some heavy combat, a little bit of some, how you say, lore dropping / information gathering that you guys undertook with Reeves and EFO, and some books you guys looked into and so forth. So, you guys want to talk about any of that?
Yeah. Miss Ryan, you want to talk about it?
Go on. You got this.
Okay. So previously with the Bronze Pelicans, we had a pretty good chunk of lore drop about the old gods that Reeves was kind of giving us. Of course, with a couple rolls from some of us. Some of us knew more than others. And then since Reeves was, being a typical wizard and staying up all night, he went to go take a short nap before we went to go deal with the Night Hag situation. So we all kind of did our own thing while he took a little nappy nap. And so when he was ready, we all teleported to where the hags were, and that's when Spencer got to show off his nice new chain lightning gun. And so with him firing that off, we began combat. Combat was pretty intense. I know some of us kind of got some pretty hefty damage done, but not saying that we didn't do hefty damage in return. But in the end, we defeated we defeated one night hag because one of them kept resurrecting the other one. But they eventually went to the trying to think of the plane. It's not the material plane. What is that called?
I'm sorry.
The plane that they shifted into.
Oh, the ethereal plane.
Ethereal plane. Thank you. So yeah, they shifted into the ethereal plane. Reeves was only able to take
plane, yeah, I guess.
one of us to the ethereal plane. So he took Cody, I believe. And they were kicking some night hag butt. Like I said, not saying that they were getting their butts kicked in return. Meanwhile, on the material plane, I mean Gwen, Spencer, Chase, and Amric were making sure that this mushroom house did not reassemble. So we were doing everything in our power to make sure that that house was not getting reassembled. And so while we were doing that, they were fighting the night hags in the ethereal plane. That's when, before Cody was about to get hit with a pretty nasty spell, that's when this figure appeared, taking the blow. Turns out that it was Zill. And so Zill once again came to the rescue. Of course, he didn't stay for long. And I know that there was a small window that he was able to see Gwen, and was happy to see her, and happy to see that she was getting the little messages, by messages, little butterflies that would always surround her. So then, of course, he disappeared back into wherever. And with that, I believe that is where we left off.
Thank you for that. Gwen, aka Gracie. And Ryan, I've got one of those too.
You do? What color you got?
That's red.
Oh, red. Nice.
What are we talking about?
He's got a new journal, notebook.
I see you're taking up Oracle taking.
Yes.
Oracle taking. All right. So, for those of you that don't do a good job of taking notes or have trouble remembering what's going on, just remember there's a convenient place on the World Wide Web called YouTube that you could find this very session and the ones before it, in case you're not sure what has happened up to this point. Or maybe you're a little bit cloudy going forward, or maybe you're a viewer just tuning in and wondering what these guys are doing. To be honest, most of the time I'm wondering what these guys are doing, but nonetheless, here we are. very informative, Gracie. There is one thing I'd like to add. Necrom went through a great deal to kind of lay out his perspective on some things. More in particular, his idea of what's really wrong with the world, and what is the real villain here, okay, as it were, and being the one that continues to treat the world as a stage, as he invites new evils and even creates heroes to battle against them, perhaps for his own enjoyment. Of course, that's his tidbit. And, so, with no further ado, we left off. You guys were in Reeves' little abode, I believe, taking a much needed rest, perhaps after a contest of strength against these night hags that you guys undertook. So,
Getting a long rest.
Yeah, Reeves has a couple of follow-up questions, okay, regarding last week's session. This is in game, by the way. Okay. He, after some time passes, you guys get a chance to settle in back at the house. He comes along and he seems to be troubled by a little bit of something. He says, it's not really my business, so to speak, about what you all are into. But seeing as how you're asking me to come and assist you with endeavors of great magnitude, I'd like to know a little bit more about who's asking me for help. The display that I saw last week, you guys gave little insight into what that was. Now, I'm no fool. I know necromancy magic when I see it. Dark magic. Negative magic. And that was definitely what was on display there. Does anyone have any more insight on that? Or are we just going to play coy? He's calling y'all out.
What necromancy magic are we talking about?
Okay, let's go back.
I'm not playing coy. I am coy.
No problem. Last week, the end of the session, towards the end of the session, Rogar was right down the barrel of a lightning bolt. Someone intervened. That intervention led to the night hags being absorbed by some sort of necromantic energy that seemed to suck out their life force. And it was on display for everyone to see. Well, it was on display for Reeves to see because he was there in the ethereal plane with Cody when all this took place. He saw Zill come suddenly just manifest and all that, and he witnessed the whole thing firsthand. And, when he asked you guys about it, you guys were very vague on what it was.
Got it. Okay. Well, the guy that took the, sort of say, bullet for Rogar, he used to be with us on this plane, and he sacrificed himself to help us with a certain thing, and that was to kill Valectria. And
Valencia.
Valencia. Yes, my bad. to kill Valencia, which he did. In return, he also died. The other stuff that you described, I don't really know much about. He was pretty on the down low on some stuff.
He seemed to display some magics of that of a warlock, as though his power seemed to come from somewhere else. Does anyone know where that somewhere else is, or what that someone else is?
Above game, I know. Character-wise,
History check?
he said history check.
That's a no.
I mean, I can make a history check. Why
I
not?
got a +8, so that's a 9.
Yeah, no, that's a 4 for me.
So he has told you before he serves Lady Vel and the Dark Black Hand. So you should at least know that much. That his patron is Lady Death. You don't have to tell him that if you don't want. I'm not sure if that's your goal here, but you probably know much about what Zil was dealing with as your character does. It's your choice. What are you telling your comrade here asking you for straight answers?
Yeah, I'll just give it to him.
You're a paladin of truth.
Yeah, I'll tell him that he was a part of the hands, that he worked with Lady Vel, so that is where he got his power from. So yeah.
So you are part of the Black Hand as well, then?
We are not, no. He
But
he actually ran from the Black Hand and kind of escaped. So, and then he decided to join us.
He tried to turn over a new leaf and make a new name for himself. And he just couldn't seem to catch a break, not being able to what you call it. No one would ever give him a chance. So he ended up giving his life as an ultimate sacrifice to prove his worth to the world and make his wrongs right again.
that's quite the story. But I hate to say, talk bad about your friend, but if
You can
his
talk bad about
patron,
him all you want. I hate his guts.
genuinely from the story you just told, it just sounded different. It sounded almost like you admire the guy. He says
He did some nice things, but he was a dick. He blew up my boat, and I can never forgive him for that. There was easier ways that he could have done that without nearly killing everyone in the process. That's all I'm saying.
When speaks
probably
up, some of us admired.
well, no doubt if he's a member of the Black Hand, and if he serves that witch Lady Vel, then he is no doubt as evil as they come. His heart is definitely black as black as night. Make no mistake, any kindnesses he has granted you, it is simply to make you let down your guard.
That's what it felt like.
I don't believe so.
And you are, Reef says.
Am I a fool or am I a believer?
You're a fool.
Well, I know that you have faith in your heart. After all, you run on it. And your faith in your friends, that is great as well. But mind you, be careful who you make friends with. Not everyone that's nice to you has your best interests at heart, he says. But enough about that. I'm not here to lecture you. Now, you didn't say dragons, right? And I'm still a little bit on the fence about that. You see, I'm finding it still a little bit hard to believe without some sort of evidence.
All
To
right, you
back it
want
up.
evidence?
Do you
I
have
hand
evidence
him
of this?
the I hand him the coin from Hero or Hero or whatever you want to call him.
You know,
Hito. This coin summons the dragon to help us. It's from a dragon known as Hito.
Boy, this is no coin. Examines it a little bit closer, takes up his glasses and puts on a little magnifying glass and says, "This is a scale." And he hands it back to you. Okay. You say a dragon gave you that. Call it
Yes.
summoned a dragon?
Yes, that is correct.
This is one of those things you can only do it once.
I believe so. I'm saving it for when the world is ending, pretty much, when we're on the other side, because there's a red dragon flying around burning the entire world right now, as we know it.
Isn't that convenient?
Yeah.
He says. But if it's true that you do have the ear of dragons, I might like it as well to seek their counsel. I tell you this now. I will aid you in closing these tombs you require closed. I owe you at least enough to have heard you out, and your plight is good enough for me. Thank you for my life. That is precious to me.
You're very welcome.
After these crypts are closed, after our bargain is struck and sealed, I ask for the opportunity to meet one of these dragons.
I'm sure you'll have the opportunity soon enough.
oh yeah,
We
absolutely.
just have to get to the material plane first.
Very well. Before we make for our journey, we're gonna need our strength, of course. And don't have Chris here. He should be along shortly. So he goes off and pulls a couple different books. He says, "I'm going to do some looking into these, some more looking into these scripts you're talking about. I'll see if I can find any more information about what may get them to reseal them." He says, "I'll be in my studies if you need me." And he retires to an upstairs area of this tower that seems to be go on and on in this small little mushroom cap that has some sort of interdimensional paradoxes going on. So it leaves you guys to do whatever it is you're doing. What are you guys doing?
I would most definitely be in the library, putting my nose in books of all sorts.
Okay.
Nothing specific.
Okay. What you got going on there, Cody? I see you typing. Okay. So you get to working on doing some tinkering with your toys. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a tinker check.
If you'd like, you can call me and ask for help, and I will give you advantage. That's up to your discretion.
So how many attacks do you have per turn there, Cody? I can pull that up. Okay. Cool. As long as there's a not just something I'm pulling out of thin air for you, that's fine. Okay. Go ahead and make me a tinker check. Not trying to imbalance the game by allowing you guys to, make anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So you go ahead and roll me a d4 there, Cody. Two. Yeah. It's gonna take you a couple hours to work that out. So as you're down at the workbench, you got your hammer pulled out and some of your tools, and you're taking a look. You're then approached by a winged companion, Trixie. Trixie's a little bigger right now. She's about your size, being in this unusual place where everything is pixie sized, and she's a pixie. So uh, she walks up and says, "What are you doing?" Working on a hammer. Normally, people work with a hammer. Oh, oh, you're you're what you call it, a builder and an inventor. Magic's kind of like inventing too. A little bit like that. See, I kind of make things. I'm doing a little bit easier than you do. You use tools. I use tricks. Like I can make a flower bloom. I can make the wind blow. Want to see? No, I won't. I won't make a mess. I tell you what. I'll do something fancy. And she looks over. She sees a candle, and she says, "What's your favorite color?" Gray. Well, that's not very fun. she says, "What about purple?" And she does a little thing, and you see the fire blooms a little bit higher and turns purple. Purple's almost like gray, you know, just more fun. Oh, that sounds like fun. I'd like to see that, she says. And then she, she clasps her hands behind her back and, shrugs her shoulders a little bit and begins to shuffle her feet. She says, I'm sorry I took your things before. I know they didn't belong to me, and your stuff is your stuff's really cool. I hope you can, forgive me for stealing. What stealing was till you told me. I won't do it anymore, I promise. Well, I don't want to. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't want to do any of that. So I'll just make sure that when I see someone put something down, I'll ask them if they're actually done with it before I get it. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't want to bother you doing your playing with your hammer. Uh, have fun. And she begins to buzz off, leaving you be. Oh, she is thrilled. You give her a hammer. She's like, "Oh man, this is awesome. Can I hit things with it?" Okay, got it. Not here. Okay. Thanks for the hammer. She gives you a big hug. Just have fun with the inventing stuff, and she frolics off. So there you were in the library, minding your business,
Yes.
reading a book, when you hear a thump, 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 thump on a table. You look over, and it's Trixie the Pixie, and she's got a hammer, and she's banging it on the corner of the table.
I put down my book about the nine hells. Hey, what you doing there?
I'm using my new hammer. Isn't it cool? Look,
Very
Rogar gave it
cool.
to me. He said I couldn't hit things in there. Well, I'm not in there anymore. Now I'm in here. Thump, Thunk.
You enjoy that. That looks really fun.
I will. Hey, I was telling Rogar, we're really sorry about, borrowing your stuff without you knowing and stuff. Kind of what is it? You guys called it stealing. We're sorry about stealing your stuff. We really didn't mean to. We didn't know it was stealing until you told us.
It's really okay. We come from a different world with different customs. So, we just had to get used to the large difference in how my world approaches things from how your world does.
Yeah, you shoot him.
Yeah, we shoot him. I'm really sorry about that, but yeah.
Did somebody say shoot?
Yeah.
Because the marksman here needs to have some target practice.
He's like, sorry for killing your friend in front of you.
Whenever he says that he's looking for some target practice, you see Trixie. She just edges over behind you, Ryan, or Spencer, kind of hiding from Chase. No target practice. He told me he'd shoot my wings off. Don't let him.
Not in the library.
Oh,
These are very precious books, and I don't want any of them getting hurt.
I look over towards Spencer and I'm like, the only reason why I don't shoot is because you helped me. You helped me with this gun.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that.
So, I was kind of worried, with you guys going out there and fighting those mean ladies. You didn't get hurt, did you, Spencer?
Just a little bit, but it's okay.
What about you, Chase? Did you get hurt?
Hurt. Maybe tis a small scratch.
Yeah, I got a scratch too. It was from our first adventure with you guys. Yeah. But I could fight too. I mean, I got a hammer now. She shows her hammer, really. Just like Rogar.
I can probably make you a hammer that's your size.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Because when the hammer's gonna, when I leave here, the hammer's gonna go back to normal size. It's gonna be as big as I am. Yeah, I'm not sure it's gonna be as much fun to play with it anymore.
Yeah, I can after we leave this place, it'd be easier instead of having to guess your size.
Oh,
I can
wow.
make you a new one.
You're super special, Spencer. I guess that's why your name starts with an S, because you're super.
Yep. That's it. I'm super.
Okay. She gives you a big hug. Then she just goes back to banging on the table.
I don't know why I find that so funny.
It's funny. One just walked past the library just hearing dunk.
As we notice when passing by, I point over, like, now see, there's a person that has a bigger scratch.
Why are we talking about scratches?
I was just
Should make
saying.
Pixie a pocket pixel.
Yeah, we're just pointing out how Gwen has a really, really big scratch.
You talking about my scars?
Yeah.
I walk into the room and kind of lower my shirt a little to show one of the puncture marks. There is one. I'm afraid I cannot show the other.
Trixie pulls up part of her little top and she says, "There, I got a scar too." She shows you where she got hit by the bullet from Rogar.
You think that one's deep? I left the bottom of my shirt to show my side. Try a big rock putting their talent into your side.
Oh yeah? I once got licked by a bullfrog. Hey, look, right here on my elbow.
How do you get a scar from a lick?
Oh no, I just never washed it.
Oh. Oh man.
You are quite the brave pixie.
I am. Yeah, thanks. But not as brave as you guys. You guys went and fought those mean old women. You know, they weren't really women at all. I used to know one of them. You know, back when they were dryad. You know, I used to play in the trees that they would tend. But then she didn't like us playing in her woods so much anymore. And, you know, she started talking to different people. You know, things happen. You know, sometimes you lose friends. You guys will always be my friends, right?
Yeah, of course.
Kind of miss my friends, but you guys are my new friends, and that's good. You know, I like having friends. I don't like to be alone. I like when people are around because I can talk a lot, and sometimes it feels like I'm crazy when I'm talking to myself. But as long as you guys are around, I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you guys, so I can talk, right?
Right.
Right. Goes back to
A pixie with ADHD.
I'll be in the living room.
So when you make your way into the living room there, Gracie, you find Ifo, and he's warming himself in front of the hearth or the furnace or fire. Put a couple sprigs in a pot that's perched above the fire there. It gives a little stir and it looks back up, sees you come to sit down. Says, glad you guys got all that sorted out with those hags and Reeves. Nasty business, night hags.
Indeed. You up to?
What's that?
I asked him, what are you up to?
Well, I figured I'd make a pot of my special stew. It's mushroom stew. Hope you like mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
Good, you're gonna love this thing. It's got extra mushroom. He says, I know we're not gonna stay here for long, and you know, these guys getting Reeves and talking about crypts and so forth. You know, I'm curious, what is you guys' plan next? What are you doing?
Well, it sounds like we're gonna go to another plane of existence. I don't know if you ever heard of Mechanus, but
Only through you guys talking recently about some more weird place, some place of order. He says.
yep, that's what Mechanus is. It's the plane of order. We're gonna go there and see if we can kind of tilt some things in our favor.
That's good. I hope that works out for you, but I'm not I can't say I'm a fan of crypts. The only crypt I've been in was with you guys, and it wasn't very fun. But I do remembering Charlemagne and Hido being very adamant that you guys deal with those crypts. Are you sure that you're gonna go and leave them open? Shouldn't someone deal with them?
Reeves is going to be taking care of the crypts. He's going to do some fancy magic to seal them.
Alone?
Well, he'll probably have some people attend.
Oh. Okay. Does Reeves know that?
Does the rest of the group know that?
At least I think he does. But if not, we can tell him the plan.
It's news to me.
Okay. So some time passes. I guess you guys get if you guys haven't already hit your long rest buttons, I suppose you guys can do that.
I suppose.
You guys eat your mushroom stew and make yourselves make your way to bed. Finding accommodations where you can, whether it be sofa or a chair or whatever the case may be, you find a way to get comfortable. Unless you guys would like to sleep somewhere, like over at the inn.
Personally, I'm fine with sleeping on my couch or a chair.
Okay.
I prefer to be as close to the books as possible.
Okay, fair.
Spencer sleeps on top of a book.
I snore with a book over my face.
He's book drunk again.
Spencer, Rogar wanted to see if he could see your little compact thing before going to bed. I think he has a plan of some kind.
My compact?
The codex.
Oh, yes.
I do believe it got turned back into a book, which I think Reeves has right now. But right. Yeah. What did you want there?
It's not mine.
But yeah. What do you want to do with the dilly dally there, Cody? Oh. All right. So, you're trying to find the truth of things. The truth of the things that were talked about your past. Okay. 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 So, Cody, you come to Reeves and tell him about this strange dream you had, and about these different occurrences about your father, your siblings, and about your mother, and lastly about yourself being sold into slavery, and whether or not those things actually happened, or whether they were just some elaborate ruse brought on by the night hags. Okay. He reads the book and he looks at you solemnly and says, I'm not sure exactly how to tell you this, but it seems that your dream was not a dream. That was a memory. That is, in fact, how the book perceived it as well, except for a small part that seems to be a little different. It says your father Okay, I wasn't sure if you were typing something or not. Okay, so your father, he didn't die protecting against those raids. He survived that and was sold into slavery as well, and died in slavery. But other than that, yeah, it yeah. That he also says that the book confirms that your aunt still resides in Candor, still has ownership over those mines, and of course your father's keep. Says, I'm not sure if that's the information you were hoping for, but that's the best I can get from the book. He says, you're welcome. So, okay. Well, you're welcome. If there's anything else I can do, you just let me know. And of course, if you would prefer to have that book turned back into a little compact deal, we can do that too. I just feel like it's better served in the hands of someone that can truly utilize its power. And of course, its power can be tempting if used. As you guys are hearing all that talking, you hear Trixie. You're real brave going and closing up all those scripts on your own and stuff like that. They told me what you were getting ready to do. He's like, I'm sorry, what now? By myself? Oh no, I thought we were going and doing the crypt thing. She says, oh no, they're going on a trip to Mechanics. He says, oh, so they finally saw reason that all of this is the doing of this mad mage turned god who had his way, and although that writing needs to be wrong. He looks up to you guys. Is this Pixie just talking mad, or does she speak truth?
What room is he in?
Yeah, you guys are all together. You guys are all
Okay, we're all together.
Make it easy.
Oh.
Okay. Make
Great.
it easy, guys.
Well,
So,
I feel
asking
like
you
we didn't really come to a decision on this as a group, so I think we should all discuss it as a group. Right,
it's a
Glenn?
wonderful idea, he says. Let's discuss it as a group.
Wow. Well, even I know you should be that, Gwen. I don't defect and do anything solo.
Well, I was thinking we could ask one of the dragons to assist you on your travels to close these crypts. Because then you do us a favor by closing us the crypt.
Says, wasn't the dragons that asked you guys to close the crypts. It seems like maybe their efforts are being put to use somewhere else. I mean, no matter if the crypts are something you guys want to get done, we could definitely do that. I've been looking into the endeavor as well, but it's going to actually require us, well, someone, he says, someone needs to go into those crypts. And, well, there's a relic inside each of them. The relic can be revived, as it were. The magic's been disrupted on it and making it act the way it is. If we just simply have the relic, I can fix it. But without that, no. But tomato kind of thing. I don't really like the idea of. I don't really deal with undead too well. Kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. I wasn't really planning on delving into these crypts myself as much as allowing you guys to have that pleasure while I guard the entrance and make sure no one else goes in. Dungeons and Dragons. These are your dungeons.
Yeet.
Well, the dragons are nowhere to be seen. We still have the dungeons.
It's called
Wonder. Well, we have to take him back to Veritha anyways, so that he can close that tune. So if we go back, we can see if the Lady Vaughn will give him little troops to go with him.
Okay.
So we can go find the Steel Dragon.
Steel Dragon. More about these dragons. What now? Steel Dragon.
Yeah, the Man of Steel that lives on a farm.
A steel dragon living on a farm.
Allegedly.
Yeah, the codex.
I like that. Perfect. So, Reeves is like, you guys almost had me there. I'm just saying, we could just bypass all this, running around and doing this, that, and the other, and just go right to the source. Go right to the powers that be and be like, hey, everything's messed up. Maybe you guys could fix it. See what they say. Or we could just go try to fix it ourselves. If what I'm correct, Necrob was playing with time when he made everything all weird. We could play with time as well and right some wrongs.
Yeah, I feel like going to the source is a little easier than going to each individual crypt and sealing it off, especially with the distance between each crypt and travel time.
Okay, what are you proposing?
We go to Veritha or whatever it's called, and getting to the source of things and shutting it down,
Is this your plan, Reeves?
Well, okay. I'm not sure whose plan this is now. So his plan was go to the plane of Mechanus, plead with them.
That one.
Or is that what you guys want to do?
Yes, that's what I'm proposing as well. I just couldn't remember the name for the life of me.
All right. So he says, now there's a good possibility that their option to right wrongs may be very well in line with what I'm kind of thinking, and that is time itself. But once you guys prepared for for that possible outcome. I think it's something you guys know before undertaking this. There is a chance, however slim, that if we are able to undo some things, you may be one of the things that's undone. Which is paradoxical, I know. But, dealing with paradoxes when you deal with time travel. So basically what I'm saying is there's a chance that you might not be. But that's a slim chance. And I'm sure you'll be fine.
Well, even if so, I'm willing to take that sacrifice.
Yeah,
That's
let's
what I
all
like.
take a card from the deck of many things. See what happens.
Listen, just because we might turn into ash like Spider-Man did at one point does not mean it's going to happen.
Listen, I already
Just a
died
shot.
once.
Listen, we're going to be feeling all right, Mr. Stark.
We feel all good, Mr. Stark.
Okay, so it says there's another thing, we kind of have to deal with. And that's if we're going to be going to the plane of Mechanus, which, of course, is traveling through different planes of existence, we're going to need to know which way we're going and how we're going to get there. Planning our route, as it were.
How shall we do that?
Well, he pulls open a book. He says there's a lot of different planes. So essentially, we got to go from our material plane to these inner planes and then eventually to the outer planes. Okay. The inner planes, like I talked about before, are made up of elemental planes. So there are a few different of these elemental planes: earth, air, fire, and water. So these planes are literally manifestations of those elements. They have energy planes, like positive planes. It's very much like what we're dealing with here. Okay. And the Shadowfell. You have, of course, the para elemental planes, the quasi elemental planes, and beyond that, the prime material plane, the ethereal plane, and so forth. What we want to do is go to the plane of Mechanus, which means we're going to have to go through one of 4 planes to get there. Okay, so go through air, fire, water, or earth.
Preferably wind.
Air.
Why preferably air?
So we can breathe.
feel like we can breathe on all of them, but I feel like Earth
well,
would be
we will
easiest.
burn in fire and possibly drown in water.
Yeah, I don't like those options either, but I feel like Earth might be more attuned to what we're used to.
What is the plane of Earth like?
It could be a chaotic plane.
And wind?
The elemental plane of Earth is an infinite expanse of solid matter, pockmarked by bubbles of other elements and riddled with fissures and tunnels created by burrowing creatures or the occasional small mining operation. Seconded with a few of these pockets were trading outposts and rare hidden wizard fortresses. So there's a little bit more there than just Earth itself. But yeah, there is a high gravity on Earth, as he had said. So you guys said air?
Yeah, what's air like?
So the elemental plane of air is characterized by its endless, mostly empty abyss with few points of interest. It is made of almost pure air, stretching in all directions, and has excellent visibility with no visible horizon or land to block vision. The plane is never still, with strong winds and air currents crisscrossing. The temperature varies across the plane, with hot desert-like winds from the plane of Earth. For the plane of fire, and freezing hail and snow flurries from the plane of water. The plane of air is also home to elemental vortexes, which can manifest in various forms, which such as clouds of smoke or vortices, which can manifest in various forms, such as clouds of smoke, steam, poison, and other gases. Water?
Sure. Let's look at water. Let's see all of our options.
Okay, plane of water is a vast and diverse environment, often described as endless oceans without surface. It is home to various aquatic creatures, civilizations, and elemental phenomenon. Uh, Here are some key points about the plane of water. The plane of water is characterized by its fluidity, with currents and tides constantly moving the waters. It is a sea without a floor or bottom, mixing fresh and salt water, and is often described as warm and sunny. Its inhabitants include, or is inhabited by, the plane of water is inhabited by water breathing creatures, including myriads, who are the stewards of the plane. Other inhabitants include various aquatic creatures such as krakens, obeliths, all bad things. Things that, vie for resources in the depths. The plane of water offers enhanced magic for schools and spell-like abilities that use or create water. However, spells like fire are impeded in this plane. And portals, elemental vortices, and permanent portals are common between the plane of water and the deep oceans of the material plane. Temporary portals can also form inside the largest waves, leading to unexpected travelers and geography. Finally, the plane features islands, coral rivers, and various freshwater and saltwater environments. The surface varies from icy to warm, and the weather can be calm or stormy. The plane of water is rich and dynamic environment, offering a unique setting for adventurers to encounter diverse aquatic life and elemental phenomena. So, choose your poison.
My vote's on Earth.
Yeah, Earth one's okay.
Earth, fire, wind, water, heart.
We got
Your powers
3 for Earth.
combined. I am Captain Planet. Sorry, that had to happen at some point. I don't know if you knew this, but Captain Planet, he's a hero. He's bringing pollution down to zero. He's our powers magnified, and he's fighting on the planet's side. See, we are planeteers, and you can be one too. Because saving the Earth is the thing to do, and looting and polluting is not the way. Here's what Captain Planet has to say. The power is yours, yours. I used to watch that shit every day. We are planeteers. You can be one too. Because saving the Earth is the thing to do. Oh, yeah. All right, so anyway, a lot of decisions to make there. Which plane is destination? And travel through from one plane into another plane of existence in order to hopefully make your way into the, well, plane of mechanics. Just got to go through, another plane of existence to get there. Luckily, you're already in one, so, hop, skip, and a jump, right?
Yep.
Saves a trip.
Just hopping away.
So you guys' vote is on, I've got Earth. Ryan,
Yeah.
you said Earth. Gracie, what did you say?
Earth sounds fine,
Earth,
she says.
yeah.
And Scooby, you're okay with Earth? I don't hear an objection.
And his name is John C.
There he is.
I miss
All right.
him.
No, yeah, I know. So Earth is your plane of choice as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Okay. I wasn't sure if that's what you guys were wanting to do or not. And there's a lot of options on the table for you guys as far as not just the 3 different crypts you guys could visit, but the 4 different planes to go through in order to make your way to another plane of existence, or go and do the whole steel dragon thing, or go try to maybe make friends with Reeves and the dragons and stuff like that. There was a lot of options for you guys to do. Let's just say I was 100% on certain that you guys were going to choose to go through the planes, and if you did, which plane you would want to traverse through. But seeing as how we still don't have a Chris about now, okay. I hope you guys won't be upset with me if I choose to prepare you guys a excellent adventure through the Earth plane as you guys traverse the planes, making your way to Mechanus, being that is the path you guys have set. With that said, there is a little bit of stuff we can do here before we leave, and that would end up making our way. Let's say Reeves has some things he has to tidy up before leaving. Exactly. Okay. But as far as that won't involve you guys exactly. He just needs to do some tidying up with the spells and so forth before you guys end up embarking upon your way, making sure that all of his spells are prepared correctly. Now, if you guys are wanting to go to the elemental plane of Earth, he says he actually knows of a portal that they can make their way there through. But it would involve traveling deeper into the Shadowfell, or the Shadowfey that you guys are in right now. Is that something you guys want to do?
Sure.
I say,
Yes.
All right. In that case, we got travel on it. All right. All right. So, making your way through the Feywilds, not just the Feywilds,
But also making your way downtown.
Walking fast?
Okay.
You know it.
I've got to use the restroom. Give me just a moment. Okay, I will
How
return.
dare you use the restroom?
I know.
you hold that pee in like a man. So guys,
So while he uses the restroom, this stream is flying on.
it's like while he's using the restroom, myself and Spencer are gonna go cause some trouble behind people's backs. So,
We're going to cause some
No.
truffles.
but Mom,
No,
shenanigans
yeah.
is fun.
Trixie
Isn't that right?
uses polymorph to turn you into a pig so that we can go look for some truffles, is what I'm hearing.
No, I say do a max.
Whoa.
That way, she's too tiny to even try to.
Have you not seen Ratatouille?
Listen, right? That's different, right? That's an excellent cook. What would you have a specialized skill in if you were a mouse?
Specialize in fighting. I'll make you fight yourself. Welcome back, my guy.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just had to go. Nature calls, you got to answer the phone. It is a good policy to have. All right. So,
I never
guys
answer
are-
the phone.
traveling. You guys are going to be traveling for a few hours.
Let's do this thing.
You guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You guys are making your way through Mushroom Forest, making your way to the outskirts. You guys leave the Mushroom Forest and begin to make your way into a deep cave. He says that there is a portal connecting into the cave where we can find our entrance. Okay.
Lead the way.
All right. Sorry, you're messing up on me again. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna need a person to see what ends up happening next as you guys continue into this cave. Let me get a percentile roll to see if you guys have an encounter.
I rolled a 38.
38. All right. 38. Very good. Okay. So you guys are making your way in, down a large, long tunnel. A cave. You can see the various roots from the trees and vegetation above clinging to the inner walls of the cave as you descend into its depths. You can hear the sounds of dripping water collecting in pools along the way as you descend into its depths. The air becomes thick with moisture as the smell begins to turn to rot and decay into an earthy base. You guys think you see something move in the distance ahead. Let me get some perception checks, please.
15.
Okay. What you got there, Ryan, for your perception check? And what about you there,
I got a
Andrew?
10 as well.
10 as well. What about you there, Andrew? What are you perceiving today? Andrew, are you with us there, bub?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was working on something. What's up?
Let me go ahead and get a perception check, please.
Gotcha. Give me 1 second, real quick. Oh. I don't know what I'm trying to pull up my pluses for my character, but I rolled a 3 on the dice, so I don't think I'm very perceptive. That's a 9 total, actually.
Very good. So, Gracie, you guys are all continuing making your way deeper into the cave. You can see your comrades, making their way as you perceive something deeper into the cave that begins to shift. It looks like a shadow, but it looks like something incorporeal. Maybe not a shadow of a being, but a being that is a shadow. See how the glimpse corner of your eye, and then when you turn back to look, it is gone. The entity seemed to appear from ahead of you. It seems to be the direction that Reeves continues to follow, making his way deeper into the cave. All right, just this way ahead. It's a little further now.
Reeves,
Gracie?
hold up.
What is it?
Something's moving around. It's
Hmm.
like a shadow, but a person.
Yeah, I was afraid we might encounter something like that along the way. These ways can be treacherous the deeper you go. Pay it no mind, child. I'm sure it won't bother us. We'll just continue making our way, right? Or should we go? What do you think? Should we go back?
Well, if you
Let's
say
go
they're not
forward.
dangerous, then yeah, we
We
can
need to keep trekking on forward to our goal and not get distracted.
What do you think it was that you saw? He says.
It was almost like it was like a person, but a shadow.
Hmm.
When I looked, it was gone.
That could be a lot of different things. He says. Well,
And I promise
we
I'm not schizophrenic.
should probably be
Yeah.
on our guard. If what you say is true, I'm sure we should be prepared. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
We can continue on, just with caution.
Okay. All right, so you guys continue making your way forward. Okay, deeper down into the cave. You approach the area in which you saw the shadowy figure before. When reaching out of the wall, Gracie, comes what looks like a hand. And behind the hand, of course, an arm extending to a full person that seems to be made out of shadow. Then ahead of you, you see another one that fills the chasm, and another one behind you. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. So the way is blocked. There is some sort of shadowy entity ahead of you. There is another one behind you, and there's one right in the midst. If you would like to roll a Arcana or even a religion check to see if you know what this entity is, you may.
I would, and that is a 17 on Arcana.
Okay.
So I got a 9 for Arcana, so I probably don't know anything.
Anyone roll over a 13?
Other than Spencer.
13 on Arcana with Cody as well, it looks like. So both of you have heard of things like this before. You believe this is some kind of wraith at the worst, perhaps just a common shadow, but you fear the worst. It's probably a wraith. Okay? Either way, it's undead. All right, so initiative. I
When
saw.
these are probably wraiths, they are classified as undead. I'm sure you have some abilities to, what you call it, dispel these creatures.
Okay.
Or scare them away.
On initiatives, we got Cody with a 4. Does anyone have higher than a 20 on initiative?
I do. I have a 24.
Anyone have higher than a 24? All right. Does anyone have a 15 or higher? Does anyone have a 10 or higher? Okay. So 10 and lower?
7.
7. What about you there, Andrew?
Oh, shoot. 16.
That is higher than 10. That
Sorry,
is higher than 15.
I said it. I said it the first time. I didn't realize I was muted.
Okay. All right. So when this appendage of this smoky apparition reaches forward at you, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay. Do I still have that spoon?
Nope.
Spoon?
Huh?
Nope.
I think. Well, I don't
Oh,
know.
no.
I don't remember.
You don't. The spoon is no longer.
He got
It
turned
has
into
been
a
turned
magic
into
weapon.
a hammer.
Gotcha. Okay, so no problem. I was just making sure I didn't have it. So with that, I'm actually gonna get out my Holy Avenger longsword, and we're gonna have some fun.
Mhm.
So, we're just gonna say I attack the one closest to me, which assumingly is Wraith 1.
Yeah, it's all up in your business. Call him Wraith 1.
Will an 18 or sorry. Whoa. Cannot math, my bad. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, it does actually.
Oh, Ponsons. And then assumingly the sword does the same thing as like the gun, but obviously it just doesn't shoot.
Okay. When you hold the drawn sword, it creates an aura of a 10-foot radius around you. All creatures friendly to you in the aura have advantage on saving throws against spells or other magical effects. If you have a 17 or more levels in the Paladin class, this does not pertain to you. The radius of the order increases to 30 feet. So, not exactly. No, doesn't have all the additional properties of that, but it does give you a +3 bonus to attack damage rolls made with this magic weapon when you hit a fiend or undead with it.
Still the
That creature
2d10.
additional 2d10 points of radiant damage.
Beautiful. So question, just because it's showing me 1d8 plus 5 and then a 1d10 plus 5.
Okay. So
What's
what probably be the best thing for you to do, Gwen, okay? Just add, okay, roll your Holy Avenger normal, okay? You roll the attack. Okay. Are you using one hand or two?
One hand.
So we'll roll your damage for one hand with the Holy Avenger longsword. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about my bad. Sorry. It would be two-handed. I thought you meant me rolling a dice. My bad.
Okay. So if you're rolling at two hands, and you're going to roll the D10 plus 5, and that's for two hands.
Okay. Nice to know.
Okay.
Ooh. So that's 14 slashing.
Okay.
Then I gotta do the 2d10 for the.
Add the 2d10, and you also gain a plus 3 bonus to damage as well. So you did your. What was your total there? You said you did how much?
It was
Just tell me what you rolled.
14.
14. Thank you. Okay. So 14 plus the 3 is going to make it 17. Okay. Now I need your 2d10.
And then that's 16 radiant damage.
Thank you. All right. So not bad for a first off. That's over 30 points of damage. Okay. The Wraith recoils at the vibrant light of the radiant damage as it splits into his shadowy appendage, and you can see his arm disappears for a moment before it returns to unlife. He is fading a bit, as though that strike hurt him quite a bit. Okay. Will that end your turn?
Yeah. Yeah, it will.
Okay. All right, very good. With that, we come to Chase. Chase, you see this Wraith reach out to try to grab Gwen as she quickly draws her weapon and cuts at the hand. A vibrant bolt of energy flashes in the cave. The game is afoot, brother. What are you doing? There's an apparition that's in front of you, front of the party, and another one behind the party, and then one right smack dab in the middle.
Whichever one is attacking Gwen, I'm gonna attack it.
All right, make an attack on that.
I'm assuming I'm in melee range, right?
You're in melee range.
Okay, so yeah, I will pull out my long sword of sharpness and hack away at this thing.
Okay, I like it.
Uh-oh. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 will hit.
All right, that's gonna be okay. Let's see. So it's gonna be 8. No, that's 11 points of damage for the first hit.
Okay.
And I'm assuming a 17 hits, right?
That will hit.
Gotcha. That's going to be another 11 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Will that end your turn?
Yes.
Okay. The Wraith reels as you guys both, attack at the creature. Okay. It's gonna reach out to try to grab you once more. Okay. It reaches forward. It's going to make basically a touch attack. When there's we are making this on you. This is going to fail. Okay. And I roll a total of an 8. All right, big guy. Moving forward from the front of the pack, this Wraith is going to make a touch attack. Who's up front with Reeves?
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I was following behind Reeves.
Okay. All right. In that case, I'm going to make a D4. Okay. Roll. And that will determine if the Wraith is going to attack you or it's going to attack Reeves. Okay. It is going to attack you. Okay. I'm going to make a touch attack with the Wraith. Does a 19 hit?
It does not.
Are you calculating your shield that you cannot be using because you are using a two-handed weapon?
No, my armor class is 23.
Want to make sure. Okay. That doesn't include your shield, right?
No, I don't
Your
have
shield
And
is
equip the
unequipped in your
shield.
inventory.
So that makes your AC currently a 20, not a 23. Okay. Because you stated you're using the weapon with two hands. Right?
Mm.
Okay. So it does miss, but your AC is wrong. I adjusted it on your character sheet. Make sure you refresh your page. Okay. And then you got a Wraith that's going to be attacking from behind. Okay. I'm going to make a D4 roll. It looks like I only got a couple of options back there. I got Rogar or Spencer. Okay. Rogar will be 1 and 2. Spencer will be 3 and 4.
Me, pick me.
If you want it to be you, I will, but this landed on Rogar.
I'll take the hit.
You want me to try to hit you instead?
Yeah.
Okay, I will try to hit you instead. Okay. Does a 26 hit?
That sure does.
Okay. Can you go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw?
Sure. Ooh.
You lucked
That's
out there,
a
Rogar. You
24.
avoided a critical hit.
That's a 24 for my save.
24, so you do save. Very good. That is important. Okay. So you were going to take double the dice pool.
Woo.
Hold on, math. 15. That'll be 16. That'll make that 20. Make it 36. Make it 42 plus 3. That's going to be a total of 45 points of necrotic damage.
Should I roll for what you call that? When it reduces me by more than half my hit points?
Okay. To see if you go into shot. Go ahead and roll a Constitution save. You did already perform a Constitution. So that Constitution is very important. Okay, because with a fail, this is permanent. Like you permanently reach your maximum hit points by that total. If you had failed.
So I rolled a 13, but I will use a Flash of Genius to jump that up an extra 5.
Okay.
So that's an 18.
Okay, so you succeed in your Constitution save, so you do not pass out from the pain. Okay.
Fantastic.
Very good. That that ends my 3 actions, attacks. Okay, that brings us to top of initiative. Oh no, I'm sorry. That brings us to underneath them, which is Spencer. Spencer, it is your turn. And you got this wraith that's all up on your business. I'm gonna refresh your page because it looks like I have you from before your long rest and attack. Okay, very good. Okay. Now I have you updated. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I will swing at him, the wraith that just hit me, with my holy hammer.
Okay.
That's an
Holy hammer.
23 will hit, right?
3 will definitely hit. This is the one that just attacked you, correct?
Yes.
All right, very good.
So that's 9 bludgeoning, and let me roll for the holy holy damage, which is a d8.
Holy damage. Radiant damage.
Yes, that is an additional 6 radiant.
Okay. Sorry,
That's
what
just
was
on
the
the
total?
first swing.
Okay.
So 9 bludgeoning and 6 radiant.
Okay, very good.
And for the second attack, that'll hit for 19 plus 5. That's another 9 bludgeoning and another 6 radiant.
Very nice. Is that going to end your turn?
Yes. Yes.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Spencer, you gave me a wallop in there. Good.
I hope
That
so.
brings us to Rogar. Rogar, in the back with you, there is Spencer that is fighting ferociously against a wraith that has touched him with his hand or some sort of appendage that looked like a hand and seemed to draw the life straight out of Spencer, much like you saw that what happens to the hags. Yes, that is a good enough answer for any situation.
Wait,
Just throw your hand
wasn't I supposed to have like advantage since I was near Gracie?
I was gonna ask how far away he was from me.
On your saving throw?
Yeah.
You saved anyway.
No, but I used a flash of genius. Otherwise, I just rolled again. It would have been a 17 flat
Okay, we'll
for
say
the
you can keep
advantage.
Flash of Genius and use it on something later. That's fine. 18 to hit. Very good. That'll hit there, Cody. $16 of damage. Will that end your turn? I know you get 2 attacks for that hammer now. I know you've been waiting to throw it again. $25 will hit, my man. What's the damage on that big boy? $17, not bad. Will that end your turn? Okay, that's going to bring me back to top of initiative with Gwen.
So I am going to action surge. So now I have 2 actions.
Okay.
And for one of them, I am going to do my Channel Divinity. And I'm going to do Turn the Unholy. So it says as an action, I can censor fiends and undead. So each fiend or undead that I can see or hear within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw, which is a DC 13. And it says on a failure, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Okay. I will make 3 different saves for them. This is a wisdom save, I believe you said.
Yes.
They're going to get a +1 against this. And what is the spell that it is doing? Because they do have a lot of conditional amenities, so I have to understand.
It's Turn the Unholy, so it's so if
Oh,
they
that'll
fail,
work,
they're turned for 1 minute or until they take damage.
No, that'll definitely work. Okay. So, wisdom saves, and what's the DC? I'm sorry.
13.
13. So I got 1 save. Okay. And I got 2 failures, it looks like. So we'll say the 2 that fail are the 2 that have been damaged. Okay. And they're like, nope, we ain't dealing with this. And they flee. One flees into the very wall it came out of, and one flees into the rear. Okay. There is 1 wraith that remains, and that is the one ahead of you, impeding your travel going forward. Is there anything else you would like to do in your turn?
Yes, so with my second attack, I'm going to go forward again with the Holy Avenger, 2-handed. And we're gonna make a swing.
Okay.
Nat 20, baby.
Nice.
Oh, that's a 28.
All right. That does hit.
Oh.
Remember to double your dice pool.
40, 10 plus 5. It's wonderful. Oh, have to do a lot of math.
Yep. D&D, fun with math.
Right? And then, on top of that, I do another 2d10 for radiant damage. Okay. So. Oh, that's not even the +3. Oh my gosh. Okay. With the +3, it is 32 damage combined.
Okay, nice. Okay, is that going to end your turn?
And then with my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Brian.
Okay. Very good. Okay. And so if that ends your
Can you
turn.
read the description of Sanctuary for me?
So if anything tries to target you for an attack, they need to make a wisdom save against her spell save DC, which is 13, or they need to find a new target within range.
It does not restrict me from attacking.
No, it does not.
Okay, great.
Okay. So that does bring us to the next in initiative order, which would be Chase.
Whoa!
Now, keep in mind now. I've made a player mad by explaining the spell exactly how he used it. I don't know if you guys remember. One day he realized, that he kind of messed up because he charged forward to where he was the only one within range, and so they all kind of circled around him. He cast Sanctuary on himself and had to find another target within range. There was only another target within range. It was only him. So they attacked him.
Yep. That's how that went.
That's how that went. So, Andrew, it is your turn.
Cool. Is that Wraith that me and Gracie attacking still up, or is it like
So
down?
Gracie used basically the equivalent to turn undead, okay, with her word of radiance, which sent all of the undead creatures fleeing in terror. There is one creature that still is up, and it looks to be about halfway to doom.
Well, let's put it out of its misery.
Let's see if you can.
Does a
It does.
well 16 hit?
16 will hit.
Gotcha. Hey Ryan, you were right.
I'm pretty sure at 13 hits.
That'll be 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Will that end your turn?
I got one more time.
All right.
I'm pretty sure 23 hits.
23 does hit.
That'll be 13 points of damage.
Okay, not bad. You can see the shadowy apparition begin to wane as your sword slices through it. Your sword of sharpness, mind you, makes a nice sound of sing as it slips through the air, cutting the shadowy apparition in two, but it begins to reform itself as it reaches out a shadowy appendage at you to try to draw your life force into it as it makes a touch attack.
Oh.
Okay. This is going to be a total of 23 to hit.
It barely hits.
Okay, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool.
Question: is he near me?
He is near you. He can get an advantage on this saving throw.
Okay.
Cool. That'll be a 24 to save.
24 to save. Good news, this is not permanent. Okay. You do take 10, 16, 17, 18 points of necrotic damage. Okay. From life drain. As you can see, the energy is siphoned out of you and seems to be drawn into this creature.
Well, I'm
Okay.
not very appreciative of that.
Drinking you up like a milkshake. All right. That is going to bring us to Spencer. You can see this shadowy apparition has an appendage upon your friend. And you can see the same necrotic energy that once flowed through your veins is now coursing through him, drawing his life force into the being. It is your turn, Spencer. What would you like to do?
I slap it with my hammer.
Oh, yeah. Slap it real good.
$18 to hit.
An 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll that beautiful beam footage.
So that is 8 bludgeoning and 8 radiant.
Very good. So you rush forward through the companions that litter the cavern, pushing them aside as you make your way forward to face this wraith. And with a mighty crash of your hammer, you see with the brilliant flash of light, the shadowy apparition dissolves into smoke and is no more. You are all alone in the cavern. Well, not alone, with all your companions, but no longer with any more villains. You have run the monsters Shall you continue
Yay.
forward into this cavern?
Before we continue on, I'm gonna go over to Spencer
And I
and
high five you.
sure. I mean, we can do it this way.
Yeah, good job. You did it. You saved my ass.
We did it. You're like hurting. Your whole body hurts. We did it. Yay.
I'm gonna give you 10. I'm gonna lay on hands, and I'm gonna give you 10 HP.
Woo! I'm almost halfway.
That's what she said. I mean, what?
Yo, got him.
All right. So that's the Michael Scott coming out of me.
Bro, I love Michael Scott.
Oh,
Yo, Prison Mike.
Okay.
My cousin had that for a background for the longest time.
When they put out the little radar to see what the speed of traffic was going past the paper plant, and then they were out there racing each other to see who got the fastest.
Yeah.
And Michael's like, Reese, I'm going to do mine again, right? And goes just as a car goes by, 35 miles an hour.
Yes,
Parkour.
parkour.
All right. So, all right. So you guys continue deeper into the cave. Reeves is like, that was unexpected. You guys really seem to know what you're doing. Working together quite well as a team. You'll need that going forward.
Well, what can I say? I can't leave my kids unattended.
You mean they're all your spawns? These are your children? Wow, you look great for your age.
Oh,
Oh, she got busy early on.
Yeah, really did.
no,
You don't know-
they're not
You don't
mine.
know the word, Dad.
No, this is canon now.
You haven't even seen their father.
He's ugly
No.
and white.
That's great. No, these aren't my biological children. They're my traveling companions that I call my kids. I had to look back at them, for they act like it when I'm busy.
Listen, we only got ourselves involved in one life-threatening situation.
You're an oath of the mom
Allegedly.
paladin.
Yes.
Yeah, make it a homebrew.
So, we have Chris.
Oh,
Yeah.
just in time. Dad shows up.
Sorry,
Dad.
Dad. Car
I
issue.
promise I didn't call Amric ugly and white.
What?
Who was this we?
Yeah, so I'm sitting in my house at like 6 something, a little before 7. I hear this banging and thought it was the I don't know if Andrew might have told you guys all this already. But the fascia, that's the siding that holds, that like seals up the side where your roof comes to the edge of the sidewalls at the top. A whole like 20-foot section of it from like the lower part became like a shutter, and then like literally the wind just worked it right off my house. So
Damn.
we were buying what we needed to replace it, and we spent part of the time outside on a ladder and friggin' 50-mile-an-hour winds, tightening everything else down so it didn't get worse. Not the way I wanted to spend my evening.
Of course.
But hey, Here now.
Hey, you're here. And you're alive.
I'm alive. The cats are not having as big a heart attack as they were earlier. So, but yeah, we here.
Okay.
You got back just as we ended combat.
So good timing.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys continuing down this dark cave deeper, you can still see the roots making their way down through the ceiling and wrapping themselves along the cave walls as you extend yourselves deeper and deeper into the cave. You can hear sounds of water trickling and collecting into pools, echoing in the distance. As you guys continue, go ahead and make me one of you guys a percentile roll.
Uh-oh.
Who wants to do it this time?
It looks like Cody wants to make the roll. $81. Very good. You guys continue deeper and deeper into the cavern itself until it opens up into a almost like a hollow of some kind. Deep within the confines of the cave, you see what looks like a little oasis. A pool of water seems to be collecting in the middle of this large cavern opening. You can see a even a vanilla sky, or sorry, a pale dark sky above. That looks like a moon shining down into the pool below. He says, "This is the moon pool." He says, "There's many ways to travel from here." He says, "Give me one moment, and I'm sure I can remember the way." And he's thumbing through some books. Okay. As you guys are here at the moon pool, you can see a small waterfall that seems to cascade down one of the sides, collecting in the pool in the room. Meanwhile, a large canopy opening, you can see the moon beams actually trickling down, and see little moths and butterflies that seem to be fluttering about in the light. Is there anything you guys would like to do while you were here?
Yeah, you mentioned butterflies. Just kind of hang around the butterflies.
As you walk out into the beam of light, you can see the butterflies and moths begin to collect around you.
I kind of open my hand out to let one of them land on it.
Okay. Mesmerized by the butterflies, you see one of them land on your hand. Hey, anyone like to roll me a perception check? Other than good.
Perception 22.
So Ryan, as you're, waiting for Reeves to figure out which direction is the way to go, you can see several passages. In fact, from where you stand, one of which you came in, and 8 different tunnels that extend down in the distance. But as you're watching, your eye can see Gwen in the beam of light, these different butterflies and moths, fluttering around her, and she has her hand out. You see something looks like a root that begins to slowly extend out of the pool itself and seems to be stretching itself out, making its way towards Gwen's leg.
Gwen, come over here right now.
What is the matter?
Your legs. Something's trying to grab your legs.
I look down to see the branch. Oh. And I go back to the group.
So as you begin to move away, you see the branch lash out in front of you as to try to grab you. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Nat 20 for a 25.
Nice. You spring backward as the branch or root extends out, grabbing at nothing as you hear it like whip in the air, cracking, but finds no purchase as you flip out of there with no problem, just like some sort of ninja. But as soon as the root whips like whipping crash, you can hear the water erupt as what looks like a waterlogged tree emerges from the pool. Okay. Reeves exclaims, "What in the? I hate undead things." Let's everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Again?
Yep.
I just wanted to see some butterflies, man.
Oh, and before all this happened,
Dang,
before I
another
rolled
nat
for
20.
perception, I healed myself a little bit for 14, just so that you know that.
Okay, so the natural, you said, what was your initiative?
It's a nat 20 for a 25.
25. Does anyone have higher than a 25?
Is this for perception or is this for
This is initiative. It's time to combat.
let's see, give me 1 second. I got an 18 for initiative.
Okay. So you don't have higher than an 18 by chance? Very good. I saw had a 15. Does anyone have higher than a 15? Does anyone have higher than a 10? All right. Anyone below 10?
Yeah, 6.
Sorry, I had
Sir!
is this
I'm
are we
gonna
doing?
get my shit rocked.
Is this initiative?
Everyone is rolling initiative.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, I have a 19.
19.
I'm listening to like crazy sounds on the side of my house. Sorry.
He's gone mad.
So, Gwen, first up, you see this large, waterlogged tree pop up out of this pool of water. You hear Reeves exclaim something about him hating undead. Would you like to roll a nature or an arcana to see if you know what he means by that?
Is that me?
That's Gwen, but you all can roll if you'd like.
I'll do Arcana, and that's a 21.
Okay. All right, so this appears to be a tree.
You said a tree imp?
A tree.
And
Yeah. Like if you've seen Lord of the Rings, Treebeard, this is a tree.
I have not, but
Okay.
gotcha.
But it's a tree ant. It's a large fey-like creature that is made of fey energy, fey magic, that is a living tree, walking and talking. This one seems to be corrupted with necrotic energy, is now a zombie tree ant. It is an undead tree ant. You're welcome.
Okay. So I can't. Sorry. So again,
and don't apologize. Try harder.
okay, Mr. Number 6. So I'm going to again do the. So it must succeed a Wisdom saving throw of a DC 13.
DC 13.
Or it is skedaddling, skedoodling.
Or it's running away. Okay. So a total of 13, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. It fails. Okay. So it abruptly after you cast your channel divinity and you're turning undead, you can see that its appendage that it reaches out to try to grab at you. As you do so, this radiant light shines from you, and it lurches backwards and begins to try to fit itself, down one of the caverns, disappearing, destroying itself as it does. Okay. And you can see the cavern it disappears into, then begins to quake and shake and collapses on itself as it disappears down the hole. Reeves exclaims, looking at his notes, he's like, well, it's a good thing that wasn't the way we were going.
Oh, and also, I also hate undead things.
Yeah. You guys deal with a lot of undead things?
It seems like that here lately.
Well, you guys, I'm not going to say you guys aren't fun to be around. You guys definitely keep things interesting.
Not by choice.
Not by choice.
Bags.
All right. He says, well, I think this is the direction we need to be going. He says, pointing to one of the caves. Says, I'm pretty sure this is right. He looks back up at the sky. And he's like, well, it's kind of hard to tell without the sun telling me which way is west. Can anyone tell me which way is north from here?
Did I hear survival check?
I heard survival check.
That would be a 18.
18. Very good. Getting your
Um,
bearings. You're like,
Mine was just a 17.
Okay. All right. You guys have a pretty good inclination from the way that the moon is actually in orbit moving. If that holds true, if the moon is in fact, on its, waning in the sky, then it must be settling in the west. Therefore, you assume that forward is north. Okay. Would anyone like to roll an Arcana check?
Ooh, that's my jam.
Oh, I got an eye on that.
24.
So basically, even though you're certain that way is north, you remember where you are. Okay. And that things can be obscured, even different, sometimes backwards. So north may be south. You're willing to bet your bottom dollar that what you think is north is actually south. Therefore, east is west. And so you're like, that way's north, Reeves, pointing to one of the caves opposite to the one that Gwyn is pointing at. So both of you pointing at two different directions. He's like, huh. Well, He asked you how you guys came to your conclusions. And listening to you guys go through your little spill about being in the Fae and so forth, he's like, I think you're right there, Spencer. I think you're right. That was a test. I knew this was the right way all along. And
I never fail a test.
And he writes his glasses on his face and begins making his way down the cave. You guys continue down into the deep recesses of the cave as it becomes darker and darker as the night is forgotten in the distance. Darkness is upon you with no source of light. If you guys do not have the ability to see in darkness, you are currently, in pitch black. Needing help from your companion ahead of you or to shed some light on the situation.
What does
I'm
blind sight
holding out
mean?
my lantern.
What's
Blind
what?
sight?
Yeah.
That means you can see what's around you. Like you can sense what's around you.
Okay. So
Gotcha.
for insight, even if you do not have the ability to see, you can still ascertain what's going on around you, even without vision.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. But yeah, I'm a human, so I do not have dark vision.
Okay.
I will cling on to Emmerich.
Okay.
Oh,
I
Gross.
have my lantern out.
I'll be your eyes, girlfriend. Don't you worry.
So
I'm
Chase, Trixie can see you struggling a little bit to see, being, human and all. And she says, no trouble at all. She lands on your shoulder and she illuminates a very soft glow to help you navigate this darkness. Okay.
Who is
She
this?
says, you stick with me, Chase, and we'll be good.
I was like, well, I got vision, so that's all that matters.
Indeed. And you
All
guys
right.
continue making your way down into the deep, dark cave. Let's go ahead and get another percentile roll.
I got it. 94.
94. Very good. So you guys can continue with no encounter as you make your way further and further into the cave until you come to another opening. And this opening is a little bit different. This is some sort of grove beneath the ground. It begins to extend. You can see another sky starting to begin on the horizon, but that's impossible because you are what feels like miles beneath the earth, but yet you see sky. He says, don't let it trick you here. These are just a way into different planes. That would be into the elemental plane of air. We don't want to go that way. We're going to go this way instead. He says. He sees a little ripple in the vision ahead of you, almost like space is distorted around it. You can see the ripple affect the waterfall that cascades down behind it. It's just a little bit on from here. Reeves takes a hand and puts it through. He says, this is a bit of a scar left over through time. Portal. We'll just simply make our way through here. But perhaps, he says, this would be a good place to find some rest for a little bit of time. He looks around at some of you that are waning with a
Worse for
little bit of
wear.
damage from the travel.
I just said worse for wear.
Worse for wear, but worse for wear. Okay. So you guys find the edge of the plane of Earth that you guys are going to travel to next. But find yourselves in a supple grove, which would make a nice place to bed down before continuing on. Unless you guys would like to press forward into the plane of Earth without any rest beforehand.
This is probably a good stopping
Yeah,
point.
this is a good point to sleep or rest or do whatever we need to do. I'm probably going to make our pixie friend a little hammer.
Go ahead and make me a little tinker check.
Ooh, not 20 for 28.
You have some scrap material left over, and you find a nice stick along the way that you think would make a nice handle. And you work it and fashion it and present it to Trixie. She looks overwhelmed with joy. She says, now I have two hammers. Of course, I think I left the other one at Reeves' house, but I'll go back for it. It's safe there for now. But this one's perfectly to my size. Wow, you weren't kidding. This is great. And to you, it's like a little like Barbie doll's little toy thing. For her, it's the
Yeah.
perfect little hammer. She says, "Can I hit things with it?"
Absolutely.
Awesome. She does not waste any time. She goes back over to Chase, sits down on his shoulder, and starts tapping him on the side of the head. Thump, 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 thump. Doesn't hurt Chase. It's just an itty bitty little prickling, but it is annoying. Hey, Lump Skull. Look what I got.
I am just annoyed.
Can you
Oh,
say
it's
anything?
so cute. Him getting annoyed.
Are you telling her you are getting annoyed?
Yes.
Vocalizing? Annoyed? What's annoyed mean, Chase?
That's funny.
I
That
would like
that's
to
funny.
gently but firmly flick her away from me.
She says as she goes flying across the way, "You never tell me what annoyed means."
I just walk away ignoring her.
Hey, Spencer,
Yes.
what's annoyed mean?
It's when someone doesn't like what you're doing and it gives them a bad feeling in their stomach.
I don't want anyone to have a bad feeling in their stomach. Sounds like that one time where I ate the wrong mushroom. And I wasn't right for a while. In fact, sometimes I still think I'm not quite right. Every once in a while I smell that same mushroom again. Is it kind of like that? Like bad
Yes,
mushrooms?
exactly. Like bad mushrooms.
Bad mushrooms are annoying.
Above game, Ryan, did you just describe an anxiety attack?
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm so annoyed my anxiety is eked up.
Yep, that's what it is.
So you see, as you find yourself a comfortable spot, over the Chase, you see Trixie once again, approach. She kind of shuffled her feet with her hands kind of, wringing her hands before. She says, "Hey, Chase, I'm sorry I made you feel like you ate bad mushrooms."
I firmly, in a more firm position, decide to flick her again, only this time I am aiming towards a tree.
Oh god.
Okay.
Are you
Go ahead and
trying
make an attempt to flick.
Are you trying to be totally mean to this little pixie thing?
That's exactly what I'm trying to do.
She's
Yeah.
trying to apologize. Be nice to your sister.
What? What?
Yes.
You hear that?
Uh,
I'm your sister now. You have to be nice to me.
that's
I've
a
never been
nice
anyone's sister before.
So you have a sister? Wow.
Oh yeah, that's right. They kind of just pop into existence, don't they?
Unfortunately.
Damn, dude. You never told us you had a little miniature sister. So you're a
Well,
fairy?
she's your child too.
Hell no.
Wait. Did you say she's her wait, whoa. Sister and child? Is that what you said?
No.
She is
She's
a
your child.
child, a
She's
kid.
our child. Just like
Oh, wait.
there are kids.
You have to
She's a part of the
protect
group
her.
now. So she's our child now.
You mean mine and your child, not your and Chase's child?
Yeah, not mine and Chase's. Me and
Okay.
yours.
Me and yous.
That's all the incest right there.
Okay, cool. I'm down with that. Chase. Yeah, treat your sister with respect.
No.
Don't
Yeah.
make us.
I will take away your sword of sharpness. Don't test me.
But Mom, Dad's being ugly and white again.
ugly and white.
Saying that. Your father is very beautifully pale, and I like it. Okay.
So does it seem so? I guess my question is he as pale as like rotten paint?
What?
Huh?
What'd you say? Rotten paint?
Yes, or is he as pale as a ghost?
Are you talking about Amric right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, see, generally opposites attract.
But I'm asking Gwen about this. I'm not asking you.
He's like the moonbeam.
It's
The Iron
okay, little
Bear.
one. You can tap your hammer on my helmet.
Thank goodness.
Apologize for flicking your sister.
No.
Do it now.
Yes.
We'll put you
No.
in timeout.
What's considered timeout in D&D?
I will hang you upside down from the tree.
Timeout can last a really long time in D&D.
You can't just put me upside down, all right? So you're being a nuisance.
You need to use a noose on you, or so you want us to hang you?
Keep in mind, Cody at this very moment is making
No.
Trixie a gun.
Yes.
Oh my
Get
god.
it.
I need to be done. We're going to have to make custom ammo for it.
So you make the smallest penny pocker pistol that has ever been made.
Oh my god.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, Pat, I had a question for you.
Yeah.
In that chat we were talking about the other night, I'm gonna look on Facebook real quick. I think it's in a private message to me.
Oh, that.
The turkey thing.
Yeah, the turkey thing.
What is the other group called? Turkeys or something?
No.
The Tuesday night group.
So the other group is called the Untamed Few.
So not the turkeys. Okay.
Not the turkeys.
I thought there was a turkey. Gabble gabble. Thought they were turkeys.
They're Kirby's?
Sometimes, but not their name. When it comes to stairs, oh my.
Sure.
I just got to say, guys, challenge you in different ways, and sometimes D&D just finds the worst things to challenge you with. And so far, the greatest enemy that Jessica has ever seen are stairs.
Yo,
Stairs?
Kung Fu Panda?
Sometimes it's
Stairs
doors,
and
sometimes it's stairs.
My old
This
enemy.
group is stairs.
Stairs.
She has horrible strength, like it's like her dump stat, right? So every time I'm asking her to use strength to climb, it's bad every time. To the point that like one of the other player characters just insisted on taking her and throwing her over her shoulder and just carrying her up things.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Tumbling past them. She can go downstairs real fast. Real fast.
Can you go downstairs?
Faster than you've ever seen.
Real fast.
She got down.
Got down.
She's got down.
Down.
Easy it down.
Oh my gosh, I was thinking of the Lightning McQueen thing where it's like, view, 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 and it's like, 1 winner, 42 losers. I eat losers for breakfast. It's her with stairs.
All right, so Ifo taps you on the shoulder there, Amric.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
He says it's been a little while since we had a chance to chat. just wanted to touch base with you and find out that everything's okay with you. The
Oh
road can
yeah,
be tough.
yeah. It's been a long, strange trip, but yeah, I'm all right. I must say the hags were a little weird, but no, everything's all right. How about with
Yeah,
you?
I'm doing okay now. I was a little sad about some stuff going on. I've never been sad before. I've never been scared before. They're all new things for me, and and uh, I guess I wanted to make sure that are we doing the right thing, Emma?
What do you mean? In what way?
I mean, here we are going through these planes and stuff, and I'm just concerned that those dragons did tell us we should make sure those crypts are closed, and I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure if we're doing the right thing. You hear Reeves pop up. Look, kid. If what I'm thinking is right, those crypts being open is not going to matter. It's not going to matter when things are done and said. Um, I think those crypts are the least of our concerns. Evo looks back and says, "You could be right, but I mean, dragons. Dragons are never wrong, are they?"
I mean, why would we want to leave crypts open? That's like you're leaving an open door for undead to go wandering around unchecked. I have to admit, I would have to agree with Ethos that maybe we shouldn't leave a bunch of crypts wide open if we don't need to.
Reeves says, "Well, I'll tell you what. If by the time we get done doing what we're doing, Evo, if those scripts still need closing, we'll close them."
Okay.
Okay, I think that's good enough for me. I think that's the best yeah, okay. So those hags, they're not coming back, are they? Reeves says, "No, I don't think they are." He says, "What is it they wanted from you, Reeves?" "Oh, they wanted something called a Heartstone," Reeves says. Something that within their coven gives them special powers, special abilities. Um, why do you have it, Reeves? Well, sometimes it's better to just keep things that are powerful or shouldn't be messed with away from people that can do harm with things. That may be right. Reeves, how do we know that you're not, I'm not going to make accusations and stuff, but how do we know that you're any better than Zill was? Reeves says, "I think you're just going to have to trust me, Efo. Go with your gut. Do you think I'm a bad person?" "No, I don't think you're a bad person. You've helped us plenty of times when we needed help." "Yeah, okay. You're right. This is probably the way to go." He says, "But remember, what we prepare to do, there is a chance, Efo. Chance for all of you that maybe what we do means we never will be. That is a possibility." And with that, I think we're probably going to wrap up this session. Okay. So, Chris, if you're not aware of what's going on, there was a talk about heading up to the Plain of Mechanus, pleading the case to the powers that be to see if they could, you know, unclog the drain or fix the issues that are going on in Thalia. He believes that it's all part of some elaborate scheme by a god of chaos by the name of Necron. Some of you may be aware of. He says that if they
Not Necron again. Wow. Okay.
That if this god of chaos is left unchecked, that there's no telling, or could be no end to the chaos unleashed upon Thalia. That this path may lead to his dismissal of the Pantheon, maybe his dismissal of his abilities and powers, perhaps even the righting of all the wrongs that he's done. But if that's the case, messing with time, the way that works, there's a possibility that some of us may never be, which is a paradox in itself. But that's a road we'll have to cross when we come to it.
Okay.
So yeah, well, with the journey that Reeves has convinced you guys is the right course of action, could unwrite you guys from history.
We might get unwritten from history.
Yeah, we might no longer exist.
We're gonna be Thanos snapped.
There's a small chance that
You're
we
You're not
can
going to be okay,
Thanos
Mr.
snapped.
Stark.
There's
Small
a slim chance, as Reeves says, that with going, what he believes is going to happen, making some of these things that Necron did never have to happen to begin with, that power being taken from him and stricken, pleading the case to the gods that he is the ultimate one of treachery, that perhaps he'll undo his deeds in some manner. And if that's the case, a lot of things in history would be rewritten. And that rewriting, it's a possibility that some of us, if not all of us, may never have been. But if that is the case, then it'll definitely end into a paradox, because if you can't be to do, then you can't have done. Therefore, it wouldn't have done. Well, that's a whole mouthful now, isn't it? Chronomancy stuff.
Yes.
That's what you guys are stepping into. Chronomancy stuff.
Before we end for this session, would you like to speak of our sponsor?
Oh yeah, I forget about that. So, this stream or channel is powered by W Energy. W is, of course, an all-natural supplement you can add to your own favorite beverage with long-lasting, clean energy with no outside flavors or no artificial flavors or sweeteners. Be butter with W. You can use the promo code in the description below to earn yourself 10% off at checkout. Thank you again. Oh yeah, and may as well, while I'm doing it, if you're finding it difficult time to find yourself your own TTRPG that you enjoy to play each week or each month or however you do it, but have trouble getting a game started or just don't know where to start, there's a link in the description below called Start Play Days. Head over there and you can start playing today. And of course, you're going to need some dice. Tell Adam at one link at a time below that P Money sent you. You'll know who that is. Okay. Adam and the One League at a Time gang are my favorite dice goblins. And with that, I think it's about time for us to do some signing off, unless anyone else has anything they'd like to add.
Nope.
Okay, in that case, be kind to each other because we're all in this world together, and say good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.